Alright, YouTubers, we got the BSR Beserker. Yeah, I've been going over it. And I'll tell you one thing, I'm pretty impressed for a friggin' Hobby King. The build's quality is really good. For one thing, like the remote, having that rechargeable battery, that's nice. Haven't seen that. So, I figured, I was on the fence because they had it on sale and you could get it from like Hobby King. $3.50 shipped with tax. Because that's where they get you on the shipping. But, so for 250 bucks, I figured, let me try it. It was 250 bucks shipped. It was hardly even used, so. Alright, this is what I did. Big difference. Gorilla Tape disc. Body is 100% better. So, that's that. Body's good. The extra A-arms he had, there's 3 packs. And a set of body posts. I went online to check them out. They're not expensive at all. I think they're like $7 for a pair of arms. But they get you on the shipping. And then the program card, which was good because I went in there and he did program it, but I changed some things around. Actually, I'm going to go back in and change the initial brake, because the drag brake I put on 0 and the initial brake I put on 0. So I'm going to put that on 20%. And then the brake itself on 75. Alright, so the shocks are really good. The front shocks, I didn't have to do nothing with the oil. I just tightened them up. And no, actually I did. Yeah. I put 55 weight. I changed the oil. But the piston itself, it's not like a plastic piston. It's an aluminum piston. So, props off for that. I adjusted the front toe and camber and tightened everything up. I put the sway bars on and this T-bone bumper that I had laying around. I probably got like freaking 4 more of them, but I mainly put it there as a skid plate because the bottom was getting scraped up. I ran it on 3S at first. Then I tuned it up and just threw it out front for check it out on 4S, and this thing is freaking impressive. It gets a good set of tires, and we're good because I ordered a pair of Badlands 3.8 because I had 3 of them because I blew out one. So I just put 2 new ones and 2 old ones on. But let's see what else. The servo's not bad. I adjusted the servo saver. And, just a little heads up for people. These servo savers, they want back down threads. So just get it where you want and drop some blue Loctite on the thread. This way it won't back down on itself. And then you can still adjust it up if you had to. But yeah, the weak points are these wing mounts. So I'm going to see what I could do about that. It's got aluminum chassis braces, front and rear. Carbon fiber plates, steering on there, and the center diff. Aluminum for your motor mount. Front and back aluminum for your arms. Aluminum servo steering Ackerman. And front knuckles. The only issue I had so far was a little of play in there, but I'm going to take the back wheel apart and see if he didn't put a shim, because I looked at the explosive view on this thing, and man, they really did their homework on our crate. And actually I ordered a set of their shim washers, because on our crate and the input shaft, I would like to put a shim behind that input shaft up against the bearing. Well, they do it on this. They have them on the front and back input shaft shim. And also they have, you know, all the normal shims that Arma provides, a Mugen and all that. But they went a step further and put that input shaft so there's no play. I mean, just very little, which that's all you need is a little bit. But on ours, on my Arma, on my Creighton and stuff, when I do the diffs, I gotta shove the shaft, input shaft in, tighten this cup up to it to keep it tight, but as soon as this grub screw backs off a little bit, then it gets that play again. So yeah, props off to him for that. The motor is amazing. It's got severe amounts of torque. So main thing, like I said, for the money, if it didn't work out, I'd just throw this thing in my Creighton and make an animal out of it. But so yeah, the only weak spot is these tires right now. And this wing mount, and this wing's cheesy, but I got an extra wing. I'm going to see if I can mount a Creighton wing on there. So on underneath, I put this skid plate from my Mugen, the old one, and then I put the T-bone up there just to protect it, because this was hitting when I was test driving it. But yeah, I was looking further into these, this pillow ball kind of suspension they got. It's got a pillow ball that's clamped into the arm. It's pretty ingenious. So we'll see how that holds up. But hey, initial thoughts, I mean, they did a really good job. I mean, initially when they had it for like $300, $400, nobody was gonna buy it, but they had lowered it to $299, but then they get you on tax and shipping. But yeah, that's why I was on the fence on it. You know what I mean? It's not gonna compare to a Creighton, that's for sure. But I was just get something out there to bash, and this will be a good basher. So yep, so far I'm impressed. You know, I checked everything out, nothing's bent, none of the dog bones. You know, they have all of their drive shafts numbered in millimeters and stuff, like the Mugen's got. And yeah, yeah, impressed more than I thought it was. We'll see how she holds up though. So, alright, that's it. The next video you see of this, I'll bring it out for a little bash with these cheesy tires. We'll probably rip them off the rims, and then we'll get something going on with the Badlands and see how she's doing. But yeah, I put 55 weight shock oil in them, and the suspension's nice and stiff. So it should do some good jumping, because it's a lot lighter than the Creighton, that's for sure. Alright, that's it. That's the Hobby King Beserker. So we'll see. Yeah, Gorilla Tape makes a big difference, but it don't look bad. It's growing on me. Kinda didn't like it, but it's growing on me, and that T-bone bumper is gonna work out good. You know? But yeah, they did a lot of smart things, like right here where this comes down, and right here where this comes down, it's on the flat spot right here. You know, because usually our shock towers come up through our body, but they put this like that, so it's like 2-in-1 kind of deal. So hey, we'll see. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm not getting no more. The wife Wife cut me off. So, no, I'm fucking with you. Oh yeah, here's another thing I did. They had these leaning way down. They had this into this last hole and this one down in here. So I brought them up to this. Actually, I might even pop this up one more, but I think it's good right there. I set the droop screws, because it does have droop screws. And then the back, I moved up to this first hole, because it was down in the middle. And then I moved, no, I didn't move this, but I was thinking of moving it. We'll see how it is, but I might move that back to the last hole over there. But other than that, it bottoms out like it's supposed to. You know? Doesn't have boots. I think I can get a pair of rubber boots for the shocks. That's it though. But yeah, everything on the manual has a whole breakdown of everything. So that's good to work on it. Let's see what's up. I think I'm going to put in a big order from Hobby King, because like all the parts are like dirt cheap. I mean freaking really cheap, you know. A set of shocks are like 20 bucks. You know, arms are $7 or some shit like that. $2 for the top arms. So I'll get a whole bunch of extra parts and run around, see what's up. Alright, YouTubers, I'm out.